There is no doubt that Major League sports dominate the cultural fabric of Philadelphia. This really becomes especially evident through viral videos of unhinged Philadelphia sports fans committing acts such as climbing up the greased poles of Broad Street or riding on top of police vehicles in traffic. Of course, basketball is no exception to this normalized obsession. The Philadelphia metropolitan area's professional basketball team, the Philadelphia 76ers, as of December 2023, had its home court in South Philadelphia's sports complex. The problem, however, is that the 76ers lease on the complex is scheduled to expire in 2031. With a love for sports so deeply ingrained into the city's culture, this begs the question, where should the Sixers go? Luckily, I have a really simple answer to that question. Not Chinatown. Anyway, the construction of a new 76ers arena is primarily managed by 76ers co-owner David Adelman and is planned to be a privately funded $1.3 billion stadium with an approximately 18,500 person seating capacity. The Sixers, if the project is completed, are intended to move into this new stadium by 2031, when their lease at the Wells Fargo Center ends. By the way, Sixers, look how nice and beautiful and modern and amazing the Wells Fargo Center is. Maybe you should just, stay there. The proposed location of the new arena is right in the middle of the Market East neighborhood, bounded on its northern side by Filbert Street, its southern side by Market Street, its eastern side by 10th Street, and its western side by 11th Street. This specific plot was chosen due to its proximity to shopping, dining, and public transportation. Located just 400 feet north of the arena's proposed site lies one of Philadelphia's most iconic, culturally and historically rich ethnic enclaves, Chinatown. Since its founding in 1871, Philadelphia Chinatown has been the home to hundreds of Chinese American-owned businesses and thousands of Chinese American citizens. Throughout its history, it served as a safe space for Chinese immigrants to live and gather amongst each other, especially during the times of Chinese targeted discriminatory government legislation in the 19th and 20th centuries. So, unfortunately, Chinatown is clearly no stranger to receiving marginalizing projects and legislation. In the 1930s, the city's construction of the Broad Ridge Spur subway saw the claim and destruction of Chinatown residents' property in the name of eminent domain. In the 60s, the then proposed Vine Street Expressway resulted in the construction of an interstate highway that now divides the northern half of Chinatown, sparking one of the first large-scale political movements to protect the neighborhood. As a matter of fact, it's not even the first time that Chinatown residents saw a controversial project take place in the exact proposed spot of 76th Place. Just 16 years earlier, in 2008, the plan to construct the 3,000 slot machine Foxwoods Casino in the precise footprint of the modern-day 76th Place was introduced and successfully fought against. Now, advocates for the arena's construction primarily emphasize the economic benefits of the project's completion. This is made pretty obvious by the official website for 76th Place, which claims that the new stadium will generate tax revenue to fund vital city services, increase foot traffic and commerce for the Market East neighborhood and local businesses, and directly create 9,100 plus construction jobs for Philly residents. They also added that it's pretty much a no-brainer for our local economy. Because we know the Sixers as the basketball team famous for bringing prosperity to the neighborhoods in which they construct their facilities. Advocates for 76th Place also emphasize that the arena will contain a building with 395 units designated for affordable housing. However, the economic benefits emphasized by the advocates for 76th Place may not be what they seem. Co-founder of Asian Americans United, Debbie Wei, in an interview with Philly Mag, states that the increase in foot traffic gives the surrounding businesses the occasional person, but that these people do not provide establishments equal businesses that regular customers get. Now, regarding the social significance of the arena, many Chinatown residents fear that the development of the new stadium will end in the displacement of even more Chinese Americans, which is similar to the effects of the construction of Pennsylvania Convention Center in the early 1990s and that of the Vine Street Expressway in the 60s. But advocates for 76th Place seem to be aware of this fear, with project manager David Adelman stating to Philly Mag that unlike Divine Street Expressway and the Convention Center, two similarly contested projects in Chinatown's past, the construction of the new arena will not involve the displacement of one business or one resident, because gentrified neighborhoods historically have zero displacement at all. When looking at the proposed construction of 76th Place, it is essential to recognize that this project isn't just about a flashy new arena for an iconic Major League Basketball team, but that this project, to many Chinese Americans across the country, represents yet another systemic dismissal of Chinese American heritage, belonging, and preservation that only adds to their long list of historical marginalization.